Um, so I want to thank you all for coming to Why Streaming Matters and understanding why your digital footprint really matters. And I have to tell you, I probably didn't know this like I should have 7 years ago, but I knew something was different and I knew that we were in an evolution. And when you can kind of recognize it, my daughter likes to say, I can read tea leaves and steep them. So I guess I was reading and steeping the tea leaves and I'm like, this really is something. And so I bought my first channel well over 7 years, about 7 years ago. And so here we are today with many, many, many producers. We have well over 45 producers, 35 on the waiting list for January. And so this thing has just grown. So I'm going to share my screen. So we're going to talk about streaming tonight, y'all. Let's jump right in. I can move this thing over. All right, here we go. It don't want to move. Okay. What just happened? What just happened? Can y'all see me?
Yes.
Okay, but I can't do anything. So I might have to, okay, my whole application then, hold on, y'all. Oh God. You know, boy, I tell you, the enemy. Let me see if I can share my screen. It's spinning. So it's good that I know this presentation by heart, but I really have some significant slides to show you all. So this is something I ain't never had this happen. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And then maybe it'll all come back. So let's talk about, really, am I sharing my screen? Am I sharing anything?
Not yet, Sandra.
This is so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Oh my. Okay, wait. Hold on, y'all. Wee. Okay. If I share this screen, I bet I'm gonna be sharing y'all. That's not what I need to share. Oh, it kicked me out of my presentation. Okay, so let me stop share. God, this is janky, y'all. Oh boy. Okay, let me get it back up again and then we'll go. This is so crazy. It's probably because I was at that Marriott and it's still trying to hold on to that. Let me present. Okay, activate later, present. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all for your patience. Hey, okay, why streaming matters. I think we got it. Let's go to the first slide. When Zandra TV Network was really birthed, now I gotta tell you, we didn't start out being no TV company. I have worked in corporate America for 40 years and I had never lost a job. I only worked for 2 major companies, Intel and DaVita. And I got laid off from DaVita about 7 years ago. And I had an exit strategy. And my exit strategy was not to be on TV. It was to do what I do. I'm a certified coach. I wanted to help, especially women of color, be able to get a seat at the boardroom table, but more importantly, how to keep it. Because I think we get those seats, but we don't keep them. And so that's really what I wanted to do. And I did that. I wanted to sell a couple of best-selling books, and I did that. And I wanted to get on bigger stages with a mic in my hand in front of thousands, and I did that too. But Zed's Corp is the parent company, and what our goal is to help small business stay in business. Now, this was well before there was a pandemic, but I feel like that small business entrepreneurs always get left behind. And so if I'm gonna work on something, I wanna work on, I call it the underdog, and I don't think my definition of a small business is not what the SBA says. My sweet spot is 25 to 30 employees or less is really my sweet spot. They're just at that pivotal moment to be able to grow their business and they have limited marketing budget. So I wanted everything to fit into that. And the goal was, the entire mission is to really strengthen entrepreneurs' digital footprint by providing greater accessibility to global digital products. Now I have to tell y'all, when I would get on a Zoom or something and I'd be presenting back I would say that's about 6 years ago, uh, you know, everybody would be smiling, but their eyes were like, you need to go get a job. Ain't nobody gonna be watching TV on their phone. Cause that's what I was saying 6 years ago. Everybody gonna be watching TV on their phone. And people were looking at me like, no, they're not. They're gonna look at TV like they always look at TV. Well, now some of those same people are busting my door down because they realize that that's how people are ingesting. Now listen, this slide is really for one reason. Is to talk about that if you look at the TV with the knobs and the rainbow on the left, that's what I know about. I'm a baby boomer with millennial tendencies. I don't know nothing else. That's what I was raised on. And so, but I have seen, and you have seen, the evolution of TV to the point now everything is on demand. If you get a TV brand new, you get it out the box that already has Roku and Amazon and everything already loaded on it. I mean, think about where we are. We're in a total, when I call it mega data, metadata, all the data is coming through this TV. And it's coming through your phone. And we use our phone religiously to do everything. But by the same token, if you look at cell phones, it's been going through an evolution too. Now the cell phone is big and white and gray there. You know, I had one of those. I had the first cell phone with a battery pack that was heavier, you know, than our big tote bags. And I thought I was the coolest thing since sliced bread. I was like, hey, I'm walking the halls with my cell phone. It was big. It was crazy. And then you started to see that evolve, right? And phones got real tiny. And when I say tiny, these phones got so tiny, you couldn't really read them, right? And of course, the youngins was figuring out how to start texting. They were doing 69s and this mean this and that mean that. They had come up with a text language. Somebody is ringing my phone, okay. Anyways, and so, and then we got to like a BlackBerry, and everybody thought it was so cool because why? You had a stylus and you could text, and I was like, ooh, never left behind. I could talk to everybody anytime, anywhere. But here's the deal: cell phones have gotten extremely large, and if you really think about why that is, it is because people will look at TV on their phone. I speculate that in the next 3 to 5 years, every home in the whole world will have one major, probably 85, 90-inch TV in their house. And then instead of buying all them TVs for the bedroom, those bedrooms are gonna use their phone, they're gonna use their tablet. Think about when you visit somebody's house right now and they don't have a TV in their room. What do? You take your tablet and you hook it up. You go to Netflix, you go to Hulu, you go to Roku, you go wherever you want to. That's how people will ingest. So if we know that we're in evolution, then you got to know that you got to play, and you got to play significantly, right? And so I'm gonna talk about ways that you could play tonight. So really, when you think about why streaming TV really matters, it is imperative that you be heard, be seen, and you grow. Now that's all it is to it. Now I'm gonna talk about and get rid of some of the myths around TV, because I think people really have misunderstood what TV has been all our lives. And so I want to talk about when I was a little girl and I had the TV that was with the, had the rainbow colors in it. It went off every night at about 11:45, 11:50. They waved the flag and then the rainbow came on. It's like TV is off, turn the TV off. Well, here's the deal. When you really, think about that, think about a commercial advertisement. If anybody in here is over 35, think about how many commercials were really being seen on TV back in the 70s and 80s. It wasn't that many commercials. And so you could see something like Sizzler or whatever, man, that, oh man, that steak looks good. And you would be like, the next time we go out to dinner, I'm going there. Okay, because it was limited, very limited commercial advertisement. So you only needed to see something 3 to 4 times. But now we're in a day where there's so much data. There's so much data that you have to see somebody 20 to 25 times before you might decide to work with them. So we are in a high, if I had to put it on a chart, we're in a high exposure environment and a fairly mid to low conversion. But that's what it's always been. But people will ask you, well, how many people are gonna see me? Really? We got a potential reach of 350 million, but it's not about how many people see you, right? It's all about that you are consistently out there giving the same message. And so we'll talk about that. Now, here's the deal. Sakisha, can you mute everybody? Okay, so if you really look at the reality of the whole situation, social media is flooded. And I'm telling you, the pandemic helped it to really get flooded. Everybody decided that they was gonna preach and teach and they're gonna read poetry and just everything. It's just a lot of folks out there. 2.2 billion active users on Facebook, and most of us only have about 155 friends on average. Now, some of us have more, but the point that I'm making is the algorithms change on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn on a regular basis, you guys. And because that algorithm is changing, have you ever wondered? You'd be like, oh, I didn't know that was going on. That's my friend. But you didn't see the post. The reason why you don't see the post is because the algorithms change. If you don't say something, if you don't comment, they got all of these different variables that there's no way for us to keep up with that. There's a lot of white noise and it's drowning out the good message, the message of your business. And then look, if you think over 8 billion searches are performed on Google every single day, how many are you popping up in? Well, here's the thing about Google. Google is like your animal. And if you never fed your animal, the animal gonna die, but it ain't gonna show nothing. But Google's an animal and you have to feed it the data. You gotta be feeding it, right? I mean, when I say feeding it, I'm talking about really feeding it. Let me tell y'all, when I decided, okay, I'm gonna be on TV, I accepted the call. Every 10 days, I did a press release and released it on the wire. And I did that for 18 months. But the reason why I did it is because I needed to fill Google with information about my business, about me, about what's going on. Everything that you have going on in your business, if you never tell it, nobody will ever know. But what it did for us is it solidified my digital footprint and the company's digital footprint, that anytime any producer, any of my clients mention Zandra TV, we guarantee that you'll get a minimum of 150 media outlets to pick up your story. Now, why is that important? Because Google picks that up. And that's how you really start that churn of being at the top of the list on Google. Some people think it's SEO. Now, here's the real deal. SEO is important, but how many of y'all create a website, do your SEO, and never go back and change it? You still talking about, something that may not be relevant today. There are different keywords and things that are used today to drive people to you. And so you got to be able to manage that. Now, listen, video accounts for 82% of the internet traffic. Now, this is what I love. Here's the thing. When I first started, I worked for Intel in the Bay Area. And I worked for Intel, and when Google first was out, I mean, the words were probably as big as the words on this slide. And it was nothing but, it was just called information at that time. I don't even think it was called news and all. This is information. And you could put something in and you get a result back, and it might be one page of information, right? Have y'all looked at Google lately? Google is all, it's news, it's images, it's videos. Videos account for 82% of the internet traffic. What does I gotta tell you, I can't do every video with my phone. Some videos are gonna have to be professionally done so that you could what? Transcribe it. You can transcribe video on your phone too, but it's not, the efficacy is not there like it is with a professional video. But Google's picking that up, right? All of your podcasts, all of your interviews, they're picking all of that up about you. We believe that we help you to better use your marketing budget. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, I believe that I am the woman version of Gary Vee without the profanity. I believe that you should repurpose everything you have. Don't play. I'm over here taking something I did 3 years ago, and I'm using it currently today and putting another heading on it. You stay relevant. Stay relevant, but same message, right? That's why the consistency of your message is important, because you can reuse that over and over again. Why keep paying? I pay for this and I pay for that, and then I'll go pay for this. That doesn't make sense to me. And then lastly, whether you align with us or someone else, you need to align with a brand that focuses on building small business strength in a virtual marketplace. What happened in 2020, it pained me and made me so sad. I'm a small business advocate, and to see all of those small businesses go out of business hurt my heart. Had they had a digital component to their business, they may have still been in business today. So getting a virtual, digital landscape in your business is critically important. Now, let me tell you about the top 3 providers. Y'all know we talked about it, that when you get it out the box, a TV, it comes with Roku, Apple, Amazon Fire TV. All of that is already preloaded. What makes Zondra TV different? Because I think that you do have to have something that really, that you stand out about. What makes us stand out is 2 things. One, we're a multiple international award-winning network. And the second thing is, our reach is not the typical 80 million with Roku only. We have a reach of about 350 million because we are on duplicative Roku, Amazon, and Apple channels. So what does that mean? That means that all of these other networks are promoting for us. They're talking about us. They're doing reels about us. So that helps with that visibility. It also helps with your digital footprint when other people are talking about you. You know, I had I had a discovery call with a woman the other day. I'd never met her. After that call, I saw that she went and posted. She found a photo from the press release. She put that photo in, and she just basically made a post that says, if you don't know this woman, you need to meet Zondra TV. Zondra TV Network is an amazing platform, blah, 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 blah. Why is that important? Because that increases my digital footprint, y'all. So she's speaking on my behalf. That's a great thing. You want other people speaking on your behalf. And so that's what the other platforms do for us. They speak on our behalf. We're also in Australia. We have a producer in London, so we're in London. We are also in Jamaica. So we are all over the US and international. Now listen, y'all, we've been cooking up something really awesome. And some of y'all might have seen this post on social media. We've been cooking up something really awesome. And I'm proud about it. And I want to share that with you tonight, because I think that we have done something that no other network has ever done, and that is to create residual income streams on streaming TV. That is exciting. So let's talk about, how you really scale and grow your digital footprint. So digital marketing advertisement is really the core of our business. That's who we are. But this new thing called Biztisement is, when I tell you, it's a game changer. It's a game changer, y'all. And I'm gonna talk further about Biztisement. But what it is, it's a video directory found on streaming TV with your own QR code and your own custom link. Now, what does that do for you? You're gonna be able to say, I'm being featured on TV. And what if I told you could do that for $39 a month? Would you be excited? We have figured out the formula for success. and we are excited about it, y'all. So another way to really solidify your footprint is interviews and commercials, right? You should, I tell people right now, why is it that you shouldn't have a commercial running on Hulu by demographic? Well, we could do that for you, or Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or Roku. You should have a commercial running. For the first time in my lifetime, you can now actually afford to get a commercial. Come on. There's no way, if you take the typical what we are accustomed to, CBS, NBC, ABC, you would never have a commercial on there, period. And if you did, it would be at 2:30 a.m., 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody is asleep and nobody will see you. The other thing is you need an audio footprint. So we created Zandra TV Audio Nation. Now, why did we do that? We take our shows from TV, we strip the audio, and we create an audio cast. Because why? Google picks that up. So every way that we can solidify that digital footprint, not just for us, but for all of our clients as well, and all of our producers. Now, people will tell you that press releases is antiquated, and don't nobody do that. Nobody doing no press release. You can go out there and do a Google search and it'll say, oh, press release is not effective. Don't believe it. Do not believe that. A press release is the most effective way to start your digital footprint. If you don't tell the news something, I guarantee you they're not going to come and knock on your door like the clearinghouse and say you have won. They're not looking for you like that. So if you feed them the story, they'll run the story, right? But you got to feed them. This is the other thing. Do y'all have a paper boy? I ain't seen a paper boy in I don't know when throwing a newspaper. All papers are digital now. So you want to be in their newspapers because it helps your digital footprint. And then of course you need to be in magazines. Hey, you should be going to Medium, you should be going to Authority, you should be going and writing those articles. It will help your digital footprint. And then last but not least, I always say, I am not in entertainment, I'm in edutainment. And so we educate on how to really solidify your digital footprint, but we also educate in the incubator. And I'm going to talk about the incubator tonight. So I've always said that there are 3 ways to enter into streaming, right? Well, you could get a TV interview and, don't let nobody do a TV interview of you and tell you that it's only going to be on for that 10 minutes. Without you asking for the footage, right? Okay, because that's normally what people do. Don't let people interview you and tell you you'll be on TV for a month. Ask for the content, right? With Zandra TV Network, if you get interviewed by us, you're going to be on TV a minimum of a year with your own custom link. So we want you to be saying, I'm featured on TV, I'm featured on TV. Why do we want you to do that? Now, it's good for us too. It's always a win-win, but the real win is you now can maybe charge a little bit more in your base services, core services, because you look like that you are a celebrity influencer because you're on TV. People can kick up their biscuits. That's what I call my feet at the end of the day and look at TV, right? And see you on TV. I believe that a custom commercial is absolutely apropos for any small business entrepreneur. You should have a commercial, and with that commercial comes a social campaign, and with that commercial, comes a lot of gravitas. Being able to put that same commercial maybe on a Biztisement. There's lots that you could do here. And then last but not least, become a producer. And there's a story behind becoming a producer, and I'll share that with you a little bit later. But at the end of the day, becoming a producer means that you own your content. You're able to distribute it on TV, and it puts you in a category all by yourself. Now, there are a lot of coaches and consultants and this and that, but I guarantee you they're not a TV producer. When you become a TV producer, it puts you in that celebrity space to be able to charge more on your base services. And so that's why we developed it. Now we have this 4th way. Now listen, tonight you are getting the preview. There's a 4th way to enter into streaming. Isn't that exciting? And that is called Biztisement, the Small Biz Informational Directory. It is a video directory that will be on TV. It's pretty hot, y'all. I'm excited. Okay, let's talk further about BizTizement, and then I'm gonna share my screen and hopefully show it to you on TV. BizTizement is a directory that will allow you to use your phone, your laptop, or your tablet to record your video elevator pitch. Think about that. Now listen, you go to networking events and you get to stand up and give your elevator pitch for 45 seconds and sit down. And most of the people in the room don't remember half of what you said, right? But wouldn't it be awesome to go to a networking event, give your elevator pitch, and then send people to your custom link to actually hear your elevator pitch again so they can really listen to it on their own? That is amazing. Not only that, you're going to be able to take your custom link, put it on social media, get other people to come see you on TV. This is another entry point to solidify your digital footprint. Y'all got to know everything we do. That's what we've bent around, making sure that we solidify your digital landscape. So you get a custom link for your email signatures. It's going to have a QR code with your call to action. Now think about that. You're going to have a QR code on TV where anybody watching TV could take their phone, line up the QR code, and go directly into your funnel. This is about helping small business stay in business. Let them go into your funnel. I believe that people do business with people they know, like, and trust. So the intent of this is to give you another platform to create that KLT factor. Yep, metadata is going to be collected. And guess what? It's a $99 setup fee. And then it's $39.99 a month. And to me, that is what I call simply amazing. It is the best way to enter into streaming. Now I'm going to tell you, I don't think you stay there, but I think you go there. It's a great entry point to get you associated with this technology where people are ingesting information. All right. Ooh, here's an example. So I thought I would share this with you. And I might need to, let me escape first, and I'm gonna have to do another share, because I didn't say share my sound. Let me share my sound, you guys, and then I'll let you hear it. Stop share, new share. Let me share my screen. Okay, let me get the sound on. I'm gonna share this with you because I think people kind of don't understand it. Sometimes it's a little bit gray. So I'm gonna do this really quick video, and then I'm gonna go to our website. I wanna show you what it looks like. Hi there, this is Zandra Evans, and this is an example of what a BizTizement would look like for you and your business. Hi there, this is Zandra Evans, founder and CEO of Zandra TV Network here in Dallas, Texas. You may be wondering, what is Zandra TV Network? Well, we're a full-service digital marketing and advertisement company that can stream your message on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Yes, you could be featured, you could have an interview, you could get a commercial, you could even become a TV producer. Isn't that amazing? Listen, if you're interested in scaling and growing your business beyond your local neighborhood, contact me and get your free discovery call today. I can't wait to meet you. Be heard, be seen, and grow. Peace. All right, so that's an example, you all, of a BizTizement. And so the intent is, and I did this on my own. I know y'all think because I'm on TV that I had a professional crew. This was no professional crew. I had a light ring, and I got on Zoom, and I hit the record button, and I started talking. I did my elevator pitch. All of us have an elevator pitch. Do your elevator pitch and get that thing on TV. Don't play. This is really serious. I'm really serious about this thing. And that QR code and your own custom link really, really totally makes a difference. The next thing I want to show you before I go on with the presentation is I would love to show you on we have a web portal that it replicates everything on TV. And so I wanted to share this with you, and then I'll go right back into the presentation. When we talk about BizTizement, this is what it looks like, y'all. Imagine a video directory that if people are looking for an author, or if they're looking for beauty and cosmetology or advertisement, marketing, branding, PR, that your video would be literally click this and your video would be here. And people at their own leisure could literally go in and listen to you and decide whether or not they want to work with you. This is a game changer on TV. And it's a game changer for our producers, because our producers can generate revenue from this, period. You know, residual income. We also have our affiliates that can do the same. So this is what BizTizement looks like. And now I'm gonna go back into the presentation. I'm sure that y'all will have some questions because people normally do. Like, okay, tell me more, tell me more. Let me make this bigger. There we go. Let's talk about being a producer. Because you know what? I lost my content on social media one time. And I did so many appeals till I got I was like sick to my stomach. And this was my first hire of somebody to post social media for me. And they hit one little slip of the key, and it caused me to lose my account. And I lost all of my videos, you all. And I don't care how many appeals I did, I couldn't get my account back. And so from that day forth, I was like, small business entrepreneurs cannot be in this situation. Now, there is a way to download your information off of these social platforms, which I'd be more than happy to share with you. But the reason why becoming a producer means so much is because you can share your message more broadly. We just talked about, you know, the algorithms change on social and people are not seeing your posts. It is saturated. And so we want to stop all of that saturation, right? And so own your message. You know, you become a recognized leader in the streaming space. While streaming ain't new, but it's new. And so it's a new platform that allows you to participate differentially, right? And to be able to afford to do it. That's the thing, because we're a small business. Your intellectual knowledge and property is managed more effectively because you need your knowledge and your property. It's worth something, and we shouldn't be giving it away anyways. You have an opportunity to develop additional revenue streams, and then of course, cross-promotion opportunities with the other producers. We run Zandra TV Network like a family. We are a tribe and a family. And therefore we help one another to elevate because we believe that we're stronger together. People are using that term, but we really exemplify that here. There are 3 ways that you can develop content. You could self-produce yourself. You could hire your own crew and you can go off and do 6, 8, 12 episodes, whatever you decide to do. It could be costly, but you could do that. And literally in 4 to 6 months, you'll be on TV. Or you could say, I'm gonna go ahead and become a full service producer with Zandra TV, and I don't have to go hire my crew. The crew comes with everything. So you get your own production crew, your own video crew, your own editors, you get everything, right? And then we help you with your vision, and we, you know, give you a launch date. That is the same, 4 to 6 months. But the difference is you don't have to start managing your production crew. That's hard to do, right? Manage a production crew, come up with the content. You've never been on TV before, get your guests. It's too much. And then the last way is podcasts, right? Because what we have found is that there are some podcasters that really have their stuff wired, their audio and their video. Well, if the audio and video is good, we'd be more than happy to stream it on Roku, Amazon, Apple. You might be saying, why would I want to do that? Because now your advertisers can pay you a significantly higher dollar amount because they're not just on audio cast, they're on TV too. Think about how to generate more revenue for your business. Now, let's talk about the Incubator Academy. And I have to tell you how this all happened. So in 2019, people kept running up to me going, I want to be on your network. I want to be on your network. I'm gonna stop sharing so y'all can see me. And I was looking at them like, Okay. I didn't have a network. So I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. I just got a channel. That's all I got. And so I was like, okay. And many people kept coming. And then in August of 19, now listen, I'm a believer. So y'all know, I got a download that said build the network. And in my mind, I said, now who builds a network and you the only one on the network? I mean, come on now. That's kind of silly. I could just keep the channel, but I was obedient and I built the network. And then about a week later, teach them. There's the next download I got. And I said, well, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. For the first 18 months of this business, I felt like I was in the wilderness. I didn't understand it. And I felt like I was on a slow drip, like in an incubator. Somebody was, feed me a little pablum every now and then. And I was surviving, like learning about this business. So I said, that sounds like a TV media incubator. And so I called my PR agent and she said, it's amazing and let's build it. So we built the TV Media Incubator in support of helping people to become TV producers. Because listen here, not one of you know really how to do this on streaming TV. Because I'm telling you, I didn't. It's a hard thing because you got to think about a lot in order to be effective. So let's talk about the incubator. What I love about it is it's all encompassing, right? Yeah, it's a 12-month program. No, it don't take 12 months for you to be on TV. You'll be on TV by 6, 7 months into the program, you're gonna be on TV. We believe in batch processing. What does that mean? That means that if you're gonna have 6 shows filmed, you come into the studio in Dallas, film those 6 shows over 2 days, you go home and our production team creates magic for you, right? While you're back in your home and you're in the incubator, we're teaching you how to promote. We're teaching you how to posture in the media. We're teaching you the value of other people's platforms and other people's audiences, right? So that's how it all really works together. What comes in the incubator is a full marketing and advertisement package. So you're going to get multiple press releases. You're going to get a BizTiesman video directory listing. And of course, like they say, being a producer has its benefits, right? If you want to have more than one BizTiesman in more than one category, we let you do that, right? And it's no cost for you because you're part of the family. And then we do this personal one-on-one business coaching with me, because I'm a certified coach. And so what I do in the 12 months that we're together, you get 12 1-hour coaching sessions with me. And what I am doing is I'm helping you to develop your business plan stronger, to make sure that you nest your business, because nothing is more frustrating to me than to have somebody introduce themselves. And guess what they do? I'm a certified this, or that, or this, or that. I do this, I do this, I do. They have like 7 or 8 things in their as to what they do. And by the time they finish, I don't know what I need you for. Do I need you as a consultant, a coach, a speaker, an author? I don't know what to do with that. So I teach you how to nest your business and how to talk organically about your business and kind of encompass TV production. Because TV production isn't the catch-all be-all. It is not the thing you're gonna go like, I'm gonna throw my business away and I'm gonna become a TV producer and do nothing else. No, you've got a core business, but TV production will allow you to charge a little bit higher price in your core business if we present it right. So I work with you to make that happen. Now listen, I'd love to stop share right now, because every business needs multiple revenue streams. And if you don't have a residual revenue stream, that you need to get one. You need to get one, right? And so when we talk about multiple revenue streams at Zondra TV, we believe that there are 4 major ways to monetize, right? One is appearance fee. And I want to talk about that because we're not charging you just to come, be with us. We're charging you because we're giving you a strong value proposition with literature and with marketing and with advertisement, and we're going to be with you every step of the way. So it's very benefits driven, but you also have commercial ads and you have title and episode sponsors. And guess what? Pay-per-view. Think about all of the virtual conferences that happen between 2020 and today. You get to go after those virtual companies and put them on pay-per-view, charge a small fee, and you get passive income from them selling their pay-per-view. That's pretty awesome. And then the fifth way, since we got four, now we have 5 ways. The fifth way is Biztisement, and that is that small informational directory. You can stand to make anywhere from $10,000 to $150,000 in revenue annually if you do this right, but you got to work it. I always say if you work it, it'll work. So you have to work it, but those are the ways to monetize. I want to go a little bit further into Biztisement because I think understanding what this really means. You get to record your elevator pitch and be on TV for less than $580. Where can you be on TV for less than $580 a year? I don't know where, right? And if you decide, okay, this is going to be my revenue stream, my 5th revenue stream, residual income, you're going to be able to get paid off of the $39.99 a month. So really, it's roughly about, if you had 100 businesses over time that joined, you'd be receiving about $1,800 quarterly for the rest of your life. Not one time, for the rest of your life. Keep 100 people on business every quarter, you'll get paid $1,800. Now I'm talking about this because there's some affiliates that are on the line. And so I always like to say, you can become an affiliate as well. You can sell this as well. It's so easy, it's ridiculous. What do? You send out an email or you send out a text with your referral code. They click the link and it's all done for you. You don't have to do another thing other than if somebody falls off, you call them. So how can I be a part of this movement of Biztisement? You can become a TV producer, obviously, or you can become a ZTV affiliate and earn 15% residual income for the rest of your life. We create the custom emails and we give you your unique identifier, and then you receive your payouts quarterly. It's just that simple. So I am going to ask you, what is your plan? You got to have a plan. Now listen, what's your plan to create a stronger digital footprint for 2023? You got to have a plan. No plan. Where there is no plan, people will perish and businesses will go out of business. So I really, really encourage you to think about what is your digital strategy for 2022. And if you don't have a clue, I'm going to, of course, these are the ways you can get on TV. But if you don't have a clue, just go to beonztv.com and get started today. Book your discovery call and let's talk about how to get your digital footprint started. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, I'm telling you. I think somebody got the hand raised. And so I'm gonna stop share because we really had questions. Pete, do you have your hand raised?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to make a point, for how I see the genius of how you've laid all this out. You've taken years of sort of trial and error of different marketing tactics and this and that, and this didn't work and that didn't work, and oh, this worked, and okay, this worked. And you've compiled that into a roadmap that any entrepreneur can use from wherever they are in their entrepreneurial journey, whether they're just getting started or whether they're deep into their journey, and you've made it cost effective for each of these people. And then on top of laying out the roadmap has built into it just instant celebrity. So so in other words, you just buy your way into celebrity, because I know when I was selling just local TV, local cable, somebody would see the local chicken place and think that they were a national brand just from being on TV. There's the TV commercials running in one zip code in one little town, but people see it and they think, oh my God, that person is big time just from being on TV. So then you have built the celebrity, but then on top of it, you figured out how people can then use that celebrity that they're just sort of taking ownership of and making it so that they can get residual income from bringing other people into the family. And so I think that people need to recognize that you've built this 360 circular self-feeding process here.
Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. Yeah, it really is. And I didn't really talk too much about the QR code on like BizTizement. That is the way things are going, right? QR code, everything QR code. And so just imagine the QR code that when people actually use their phone and hit your QR code, it goes into your funnel. It's not coming to me, it's coming to you. We want to help build your business. The other thing that I didn't mention is that our goal is to make this be the small business video resource that we will promote on Hulu, Amazon, Apple, and Roku, that says that we've got this directory. And if you want to support small business like we should, go check out BizTizement, provide a QR code, let them go to BizTizement and check out. If you need services, these small businesses are approved by Zandra TV Network. And so we're going to be marketing that for you on a bigger scale that says this is what it is. So we are excited. All right. Any questions or comments? No?
Well, I am very excited to be here, and just hearing the layout and the way it was just also the way Pete just expounded on it is everything that I'm feeling, because for me, myself, I'm so thankful that Dr. Shakisha invited me. And I'm looking forward to finding out more and just getting more connected and just joining the family. And it's amazing because I love doing videos, and to be on a platform that can actually just help me grow in every area, not only just doing the videos, but just expanding my business and giving a place where my voice can be lifted, and that message that needs to be heard, because we all have a sound, and my sound is for those people that are waiting for it. And this is a platform that can elevate me there. So I'm very excited about it. Thank you.
Thank you for the comment. I appreciate that.
Well, Zandra, I'm going to add to that. I am astounded at the price you're giving this, really, because when I wrote my first book, and that was over 20 years ago, I was paying $3,000 a month just for PR press releases, just that one aspect. And I got a lot of interviews, but they were kind of irrelevant. It didn't bring in any business, you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking, and that was 20 some years ago. God knows with inflation, that's worth about $6,000 today for a month. I mean, for those of you that might not, and I'm not planted here, this is a lot of bang for your buck. It is. I mean, you have really put together a system. And from my understanding, in 1980, I had a talk show on ABC TV, and then I had radio on ABC. And so I always thought, back then, that was the big thing, okay, to be, okay. But what I understand now is that's not where it's at. You got to realize I'm almost 80, so that's what I know. But people that are younger don't watch NBC, ABC, or CBS.
That's right.
They apparently do go here. And just for the rest of you, I'll tell you, I'm putting together this online program, and I'm trying to get my money back because just the deposit was $3,500. That was just the deposit. It was going to be 15 grand. And she gave me a guarantee, but then terminated the contract before I could exercise the guarantee. Fortunately, I have a son who's a lawyer. We've got to stay on this. But the bottom line is, she talked about how much exposure she was going to give the online course because she was going to try to get on Apple. And I think she has a talk on Biz. But you're saying that you are already, all of this is going to be aired on Apple?
It is.
I'm honest to God, for the rest of you, and I'm not saying this just, but I am blown away because I'm thinking how that was just a possibility with her, and it was 15 grand. I mean, really, this is there's another networking group I'm gonna introduce you to. This is phenomenal. It really is. I mean, you're giving
Thank you.
so much for people pay more than that for a cup of coffee every
I
day.
know.
You know what I
I-
mean?
I know, I know. I thank you, Edie, for acknowledging and recognizing. But the thing about it is, see, I have a conscience. And so for me, if I know that I'm a small business advocate, if I know that we have limited budgets, I've got to make this thing at least somewhat comfortable to get you into streaming. Because if not, if another pandemic happens, some people gonna go out of business again, and I'll be
Right.
sad again. So I'm just like, look, I mean, you don't have to price gouge in order to provide good quality. Be a woman and a man of your word. Provide what we said we want to provide to small business. That's what's important to me. You know, the
Now-
money will come. So
Yeah, no, you really, I mean, because there are people, and you know it, I get it 20 a day where it's 100 grand for this and 100 grand for that. And then they're gonna finance it. And I know of people that ended up selling their houses to, you know, I mean, it's pretty scammy actually. So this is just extremely impressive. Question, does it work as well for products or better for services? And can it be, you know, as you know, I've got, you know, the corporate world and the speaking, but I also have my children's program. Are there, so can I do one or two different channels or, yeah, so how would all that work? Can I?
So, yeah,
do
I mean, yeah, you can do products or services. We don't care, either or, products or services can be on there. You can be in two categories. Now remember, I said producers can be in more than one category because they're family. If you decide to do more than one category, each category is $39 a month. But still, it's under $100, even if you do two categories. You don't pay, you know, two fees. You know, so you got to pay two fees for two different categories because it does take up space on the server. But at the
Right.
end of the day, I mean, to get two QR codes and be directional about what you're doing, it is just phenomenal. And we got something else in the works that I promise y'all. It's a game changer. When we come out with this, it's a game changer. That's what I want to tell you.
Now, are the audiences more professional or stay-at-home moms or certain age groups? Is there demographics, or do you kind of tell us that?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, you know.
Okay,
I can't tell by a phone if you're a woman or a man, or if somebody, I'm a woman and a man using my phone looking at something, right? So, you know, you really can't tell
Right.
that. But I will tell you that my demographic in the early days was really high concentration of women, because I believe in women, pro women, right? But now it's kind of across the board. I think everybody's looking. You know, I think it's small business entrepreneurs. And I think they're probably, you know, 40 plus. That's what I think. But it's hard to tell. Again, you know, with phones, how you gonna tell how old somebody? I mean, it's just kind of hard to do. So, yeah.
and is there a time that we have to commit to, like 1 year, or what, how is that?
Yeah, we do. It's a year to have your BizTizement. There is a commitment of a year. But you know, we kind of built it like any other subscription program. That it'll be indefinite unless you tell us to cancel. But you do have to do 1 year to begin. And then after that, you can do whatever you want to. But I can't see a reason why you would quit. And by the way, this other thing I'm talking about, even if you wanted to quit BizTizement, you ain't gonna want to quit that. So that's coming soon. It's coming soon. I didn't mention this, by the way, and Edie, you kind of led into this. Everything we do, like everything, I don't care if you have an interview on TV, I don't care if you get a press release. And by the way, a press release is $395. That's what we charge. And guarantee 150 pickups. Anything you do, we take a 20% down payment. And then we stretch out your payments over a period of time at 0% interest rate. Because I'm not in the finance business. I ain't trying to
Yeah.
make money off of y'all like that. I don't want to be worried about, okay, I got finances at 2.9, blah, blah, blah. The other thing is when you decide to work with us, we don't raise the price if you decide to finance. If you want to finance it with us, finance it with us. It's not going to be more money if you decide to do that. You know how some people say, if you pay today, it's $6.99. But if you want to pay over 4 months, it's $9.99. I don't do that. That's not fair. That's me. That's Andra. Hey, there's lots of hands up. Okay, America's Supermom, come on with it.
Well, good
Michelle.
evening, everybody. Sandra, great presentation. And I do have coworkers. I'm America's Supermom because I'm the mother of 15 children. And I just wanted to speak up about what it's like being a producer on the network. I was one of the first ones that were in the first incubator that was given. And I can only say that this has really been a blessing for me in terms of creating a community, a network. We have someone who is doing a reveal tomorrow, right?
It is
but
tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're always abreast of everybody's moving forward, their advancement. We're able to have a camaraderie to be able to help brand the network as a whole and really create relationships within it, because you know it's not all about just your show, but it's about being able to create an ecosystem that everybody can benefit from.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, if I can do it with 15 kids, I still have 10 at home, that this really is a game changer for a lot of people. And just really understanding that, you know, as the network grows, it does take investment, not just money, but your time and your creativity and being patient with that. You know, I think of the best example was thinking about Oprah with OWN. You know, yeah, you might have a following, but when you're coming to a network, it's about building. And I think we started out with a couple of platforms that we were on, but it's growing over time. So just remembering that this is an investment in you. And that's part of the benefit. You know, I tell people my daughter is got somebody over here now. She does these little individual lashes and she's charging a lower rate. And she's like, Mom, I'm just getting my confidence and learning a little bit more. And so I say the same thing with the network. Get in while the price is lower, because as we blow up, you know, you're going to be paying more. So that's my thought on it.
We are blowing up.
I gotta
yeah, we're
ask
blowing
her,
up.
are all those your natural children or are they adopted?
I had 13 and 2 of my stepchildren.
Wow.
Yeah.
God bless. You are America's super.
Yes, she is.
Oh my God.
Hey, and listen, and the name of her show is Real Life Without Excuses, because she's doing real life with no excuses. I got 15
Wow.
kids, and if I could do it, anybody can do it. So,
Yeah.
pretty
And we
excited.
brought them there to the studios. Andra was
Yeah,
able to
they
meet a lot of
sung
them.
and they were
Yeah.
on TV, and you know, it's just a big family. And so it's just really a lot of fun. I'm so appreciative. And by the way, she was in the first wave of producers. Just so y'all know, we are at 45 producers that produce content on this channel in 2 years. So it just exponential growth. And then, like I said, we have 35 people on the list for January, which we're gonna have to pick the top 15, whoever paid their fee. Because you know, I can't do 35 people at one time. So we'll do 2 seasons next year of the incubator.
Do we have to come to Texas or can I go to a studio locally?
You don't have to come to Texas. You can go to a local studio. Or if you're going to do something like StreamYard, we can remote engineer it out of Dallas.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that. We do a 2-shot and 1-shot, you know,
Okay.
and you don't have to worry about that. We're going to make it look crisp and beautiful.
Really? Okay.
That's how we're able to do London and Australia, and you know, because we're using StreamYard and it's beautiful. Hey, Pete, do you have another question or something else to say?
I wanted to
answer something that Edie said when she was asking about demographics. I would say that with some of the technology that we're building into the website, the BizTisements will have a lot better demographic tracking. So we'll be capturing a lot more of that information to be more precise.
Okay.
That's good. All right, y'all.
Sandra, what else, like, okay, so the press releases are $3.95 each. Are there a lot of other things that there's a, you know, a tag on price, or is that kind of one of them only?
Well, that's one thing that we do. And of course, BizTisement we talked about. We have the Producer Academy, we have commercials. And so you decide if you want an, you know, we call it an all-inclusive commercial, which means
Okay.
it'll be featured on Hulu by demographic for 30 days, and then 6 months on Amazon, Roku, and Apple. Every Amazon, Roku, and Apple that we have, which is a lot. I think it's 5 different platforms for 6 months. And so you pay a down payment on that, and then you pay every month over 7 months. So everything 0% interest rate. and your commercials running while you're paying. Because that's another thing for me. When you pay your 20% down, we start working right away. Because to me, it is nothing worse than to feel like you in layaway. You know, when I'm gonna see my commercial, 7 months from now, when you pay me all my money. No, we want to get to work right away, so you can start seeing the fruit of your, you know, of your labor. Like, this is it. Like, I paid for this, and I can see myself on TV, and I can tell people to go check me out on TV. I mean, you know what I mean? So we want to give it to you while you're paying for it, not like wait till it's all paid for. I used to hate layaway. Do y'all remember layaway when you could go and look at your
I
stuff because it's
do.
been in layaway so long? Can I see my stuff?
Yes,
I
I
mean, you know,
remember.
by the time you get the dress, you done grew 2 inches. So I'm like, you know, so I'm just not really about the whole layaway thing. I would like to be able, this is the way we work, is to give it, let it roll. You know what I'm saying? And people ask me, well, what kind of risk is that? Well, it's really kind of low risk for me when you own the network. I'll just, you know, the only person gonna be embarrassed is you, because I'll pull it down if we don't pay overtime, right? But I really haven't had to do that. So it's all good. I trust you.
It's great.
All right. Okay, what else, y'all? Anything else? We are at 7:03. I want to hold close to my time. I appreciate y'all being here. Get your discovery call. Do I need to drop that in the chat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me go to beonztv.com. Go to beonztv.com and schedule your discovery call today. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate y'all coming. Get your discovery call. Let's talk about it, and then let's be about it, because we just can't talk about this thing. 2023, you need a strategy. If you need an unbiased partner to help you develop a strategy to solidify your digital footprint, Zondra TV is the game for you. We're here for you, y'all. So take care, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Seeing you.
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye now.
God bless. Bye-bye.